guys, welcome to your beginner wall Pilates for the legs. Today we are going to do a routine that is fully standing and we're using the wall as our prop today. So you just need a little bit of wall space. You could even use a sturdy closed door. So let's get right into it. Standing sideways to the wall, so you're gonna face me, and you're gonna place your inside leg, the edge of the foot, all the way up against the wall. So that pinky toe side of the foot, it's flush with the wall. And then step your other foot about outer hips distance. We're gonna take this into a squat. So I want you to push your outer edge of your foot into the wall as you send your hips back, making sure that this inside knee doesn't cave in. So use the pressure of the outer edge of the foot to train that knee to stay out, and then squeeze your glutes together to stand. Let's take it again. Send your hips behind you and find that pressure of your outer edge of your foot into the wall, and then we're gonna squeeze it all the way up. If you need to modify this, simply make it smaller. So maybe you just go with 3 to 4 inches back with your hips, work the wall, outer edge of the foot pushes away, like you're trying to move the wall. We all know we can't move, but that's the idea. And then squeeze it up. What this should do is create some intensity in your outer hips. So try to feel that energy of the feet going out with both feet, but of course the wall is gonna really serve it up. And so you should be feeling it more on this inside leg. Okay, let's go for 3 more. Take a big breath in, send those hips back. Take a deep breath out, squeeze to stand. Let's take that 2 more times. Your glutes, your butt could be trembling a little bit, muscles are turning on. And 2. Good, last one. Big breath in. And a deep breath out. Squeeze it up. Okay, shake it out. So I'm gonna turn away from you. So move the camera, if you can, with you. You're gonna turn around. I'm doing this because I want you to see it from a different angle. So again, you've got a new leg, but it's your inside leg that the outer edge of the foot is flush with the wall. I want you to push the edge down, and then your outer leg is hips distance apart. So look at this region of my hips. I'm going to send my hips back to squat down. Push the outer edge of the foot and the outer knees out so you can see your big toes, and then draw your glutes together to stand. This is where we want the activity rather than here. Don't lock those knees out. So let's take it a couple times. Inhale, take it down. Think of pushing the wall away from you at the side of the foot, and then draw your glutes together to stand up. Now your modification, still move your butt back, but maybe you don't go quite so low. And then squeeze your glutes to lift. Big breath in, takes you down into your level of your squat that feels good on your knees and your hips. Then think of pushing out with the outer edges of your feet, and we stand up. Inhale to squat down. Exhale to lift up. Nice, let's find 3 more of these. Think of your arches of your feet staying lifted. So this work where we're pushing the outer edge of the foot down is gonna help that happen. Okay, last 2. Good, 1 more here, final one. Booty goes behind your heels, you squat down, and then we're gonna squeeze to stand it up. Good, walk it in, take a little recovery. So I'm gonna be doing that for every exercise. You'll see the first side face on and the second side behind me, so we can kind of work different cues throughout class. So next up is a quad exercise, and it's a little bit of a balance. We're gonna use the wall to help us. So move a couple inches away from the wall, put your inside hand on the wall about shoulder height. You're standing on your inside leg. Lift out of that hip, grow tall, and bring your outside leg up. Flex your foot, and you're gonna kick out through your heel, squeeze the front of the thigh, and then bend the knee. Like you're kicking a soccer ball, push the heel out and pull the toes to your nose, and then bend the knee. When you're going out with your heel, I want you to pull up through your thigh. Big breath in, deep breath out. Try to really stay tall and lifted so we're not sinking and hanging out. Like, make this a workout, really commit. Good, let's do 3 more. For 3, remember if you can't complete the reps, that's fine. Take a break, try to add another one in a day or 2 when you do it again, Or take a break, no, that's enough for today. Good, one more. Last one, squeeze the front of the leg and release. Okay, so from the other side, turn it around. Move your camera if you need to, I'll give you a second. You're a little bit away from the wall and you're pushing off of it. The inside hand is helping you balance. We're not sitting in this inside hip, we're getting tall. When you lift your outside leg up, try not to lift the side of your hip. Keep it level. So if you have a line across your jeans or your leggings, keep that line straight, or a belt. Now we're gonna flex the foot and kick it out in front of us, squeeze the thigh, and then bend your knee. Modify this by keeping the leg just barely hovering off the ground. That's gonna make it a little easier, so if the balance freaks you out, keep it low. And know you can tap the foot in at any time to kind of recover and reset. If you're more advanced, the highest I want you to go is knee in line with hip. Okay, so what happens if you lift your knee really high? Do you see how that kind of jacks up the pelvis? This is not ideal for your hips. This is way out of alignment. So it's not about height of your leg. The highest you want to go is that 90-degree knee to hip. Good. Big breath in as you bend the knee. Deep breath out as you push the leg away from you. Okay, let's go for 2 more, guys. Last 2. Final one right here. Last one. Good, relax the leg, bring it in. Okay, so we've hit our squats, we've hit our thighs, our quads. Now we're gonna do outer hips. So side of the booty. This is called your abductor or your glute med, in case you're curious. So again, we're gonna use the wall with our inside hand to balance. So set yourself up so you're a little away from the wall. Slightly turn your outside toes in. So you're like knock-kneed, how you're not supposed to stand. Toes in, knee in, thigh in. Lead with the heel and the outside of the leg to lift, and then lower the leg down. I think I need to move a little bit further out. So what I want you to do is lift without leaning. So I'm gonna show you what we don't want, like a seesaw. So we don't want this. This is just the whole body moving. So if you keep the torso, the upper body still, it's gonna put more tension in the hip. Again, don't worry how high you get the leg. Worry to keep that upper body still as you lift the leg. This is gonna really involve the core as well for that balance. Woo, I feel it. So you can even put your hand there. You can kind of feel it tighten. That's a good sign. Okay, let's do 3 more. I'm gonna do a little extra reps on this. Outer hips, you know, we love it. Or I'm brainwashing you into thinking you love this. Last one. Good, bring it in. Okay, so let's try it from the other side. So spin around, adjust whatever you need to adjust. You have your inside hand on the wall. Shoulders are relaxed down. Your supporting leg, we're strong in. Your outside leg is toes in, heel out. So I'll pull my pants up so you can see this. So I'm gonna lift the leg out to the side. And notice how I'm not leading with my toes out, especially if you're a dancer. Do the opposite, toes in, and then bring it back in. Toes in as we lift. This is working the side of your tush, and then lower. Good. Lift up through your abs and send your tush towards the floor. The back of your butt, send it down. Try not to over back bend in your spine. No back bend, that's gonna compress right here. Tuck it. Good, are we breathing? Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. If you feel your supporting leg, if you feel this leg, good. You should feel that leg. They are both working absolutely. Give me 2 more, last 2. Give me 1 more, last 1. Woo, bring it in. Things are alive and well. Okay, so inner thighs. Again, you're turning to face me. We're sideways to the wall, but now we're gonna use the inside leg. I'm gonna pull my pants up a little bit so you can see the leg. So the outside leg is what we're balancing on, and then the hand on the wall. Inside leg, point the toes, toes out, turn the leg out, knee to the wall. Hover the leg, and then squeeze the leg across the body, release it just a little. So squeeze your inside inner thigh to your outside inner thigh, like there's a Pilates ball there and you're tightening it, or popping a balloon between your legs. Squeeze it. I'd really like you to keep your knees straight. So toes out, thigh up, squeeze. I can definitely feel that. Commit to it. Really think you're trying to squeeze one leg into the other. That'll make the difference. Okay, stand tall as you can. You can lift the leg a little higher if you want it a little harder. Remember the hips. Try not to twerk them around. It's not that kind of class. There's my cheesy joke for the day. Last one. Good. Release. Let it go. So let's spin it around from the other side. So your outside leg is now the leg we're balancing on. The inside leg. Toe is pointed. Knee is turned to the wall. Lift up through the lower back. You're going to squeeze your leg to the outside of the room, away from the wall, like a little windshield wiper. Your accent is to go towards your supporting leg, and then just a little release. So going towards the supporting leg is more tension. Okay, let's get really, really tall. We're going to do 4 more. 4. Squeeze it. Maybe the leg goes higher for 3. And 2. Looking good. And 1. Bring it in. Rest it down. Okay, so we've got one more move we're gonna do on each side, and this is our calf raises. So we're gonna use the wall for balance. I'm not sure why I picked flowy pants today, but I was just kind of feeling this vibe, but I want you to see my feet for this. So the outside hand is relaxed, inside hand on the wall. I want you to lift up really tall. Use your core. Feet are hips distance and parallel. You're gonna lift your heels up, and then you're gonna lower your heels down. Spread your toes apart so that when you come up onto the ball of the foot, every toe has weight on it. That's really important. If you feel balanced enough to look at your feet, so just notice if you're leaning onto the outer foot or the inner foot and try to adjust that for yourself. Okay? Looking good, guys. And now we're connecting to the calves. That might sound kind of weird, but I don't want you to just lift and lower your heels. Think about your calf muscle when you're going up and squeeze it. Okay, give me 2 more. Good, last one. Good, and float it down. Okay, before we do the other side, you're gonna face the wall. Okay, hands on the wall. This can always be the modification if one hand doesn't feel like enough balance. Hands are shoulder height, so your shoulders are relaxed, not up here. Tall on the spine, feet are hips distance, and the toes point straight on. And we're gonna lift, squeeze your calves, and then lower. Okay, one thing I want you to do is lower slow, like it's a little hard, rather than this. I'll show you. So we go up, and you just plop. There's a lot of momentum there. We're losing half of the exercise. So try not to plop, okay? Give me 3 more facing the wall for 3. And then we're gonna do the other side. I'll face away from you. 2. Good, last one. And 1. Good, heels down. Okay, so now I'm gonna face away from you. So I faced you before, so whatever that side was to the wall for you, switch it up, kind of like we've been doing most class. And you're gonna see the back of my heels and my calves now. So I'm gonna go up, toes are facing forward, and I'm squeezing my calf muscle. And I want you to really lift your heels up, and then like you're trying to push, foam down with your heels. So there's a little resistance underneath your heel as you go down. So sometimes imagery is helpful to create the proper form or the proper way to move. Okay, we'll do 4 more. For 4. Good, lift up through the crown of the head, stay tall. And last 2. Good, final 1. And last 1. Good, and then heels come down. Okay, we've got our final move of class. It is a wall squat. We're gonna incorporate everything that we've learned today and get those legs fired up and finished. So this time your back is to the wall. I have the camera sideways because I feel like that's the best way for me to show you this alignment. When you get down into the squat, you want your knee over your heel. Depending on how low you go, you might have to move the feet further out. So say you're gonna just do a mini squat and that feels good today, your feet might not be as far out. You're pushing your body back into the wall so it feels supportive. So lean into it. Spread the chest open. If you are going lower, the feet are gonna go forward, we're hips distance, and your lowest point is the knees in line with the hips. That's gonna be our advanced. If you're somewhere in between, find it. So wherever you feel like it's hard, doable, and you're able to make form corrections. So it's not so hard that you can't adjust. Okay, so here we go. Final move of class. The thighs are already on fire. I want you to do what we did with our first squat. Remember when the outer edge of your foot was against the wall and you pushed out? Do that. Send some weight to the outer edge of the foot. Still keep the ball of your big toe and your heel down, but your arches have lifted more. Okay, let's hold this for 10 seconds, and then we're out. We crushed this leg workout. Ready? Last 8, 7, hello thighs, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Those are never, ever easy. Release it and shake it out. So I'm gonna give us 2 stretches, one for the back, one for the front, to kind of release everything today. So put your butt on the wall and have your feet forward. So see how they're at a diagonal? This is letting me rest my hips on the wall. If I'm really upright, I'll just kind of, the wall is gonna push me forward. So feet forward and have them generously open. Hips distance or wider. Put a little bend in your knees, lift your butt up the wall. So it's going up and you're gonna slide your hands down your legs and let your head hang. This is gonna open up the back of your legs. So even when I'm down, my tailbone, my sits bones, the bones of your butt are on the wall. Maybe lengthen the knees a little bit, or if it's not enough stretch, bring the feet towards each other. And just let everything hang loose. Shake it out. Take a big breath in and a deep breath out. Good, 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, last one. Inhale. And blow it out. Okay, tighten your stomach and then use that to roll up. You can walk your hands up the wall to help you, restack if you feel a little dizzy. Just take a second, the blood is pouring out of the head right now. Okay, we're gonna stretch the front of the legs. We're using the wall for balance. So if if balance is challenging, this might be a little hard for you, but give it a shot, okay? We're facing the wall. You're gonna have your right hand on the wall. It's gonna stay there, that's for your balance. We're not too close. Okay, so almost an arm's distance away. And then left heel comes to your hand. So left hand to the outside of the left foot. If you feel good here and you can keep going, you're gonna bring your knee in, so it's right under the hip, and tuck your pelvis. So like you're wearing suspenders, pull the suspenders up the front of the body. I mean, I don't know why that's an analogy. I don't think anybody is wearing suspenders anymore, but I think we understand it, right? If you are wearing suspenders, please let me know. I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying they're not like a current 2026 trend. But maybe prove me wrong. Release and switch it up. So left hand on the wall in line with the shoulder. Right hand's gonna grab the outside of the right foot. Palms facing in. So your standing leg, it's working. And I know it might be kind of fatigued, but that's okay, we're almost done. Pull your right heel in, narrow the knees, and lift up. Get really tall. I don't have another joke for this side. The other one just naturally came to me. Good, release. Okay, you guys, you completed your beginner wall Pilates routine. I hope that you enjoyed this and learned something. That's really what I love to do here, is offer you creative ways of moving that make you feel good, make you feel more in tune with your body, and like you can progress and really get there. So thank you so much for being here today. My name's Lindsay. This is Pilates On Demand. And if you would subscribe, I'd absolutely love that. And I would love to see you on another workout and in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.